Good evening, welcome to my kitchen. Tonight on Epicure's Cooking Live, I will be preparing a meal based on our Good Greek Real Fast collection. So in that collection we get our souvlaki seasoning, the lemon dilly dip mix, and our Greek dressing seasoning. So we'll be preparing some chicken souvlaki, a Greek salad, as well as a quick version of tzatziki using our lemon dilly and a little bit of minced garlic. So I have already pre-sliced a bunch of the veggies, the chicken. What I do want to show you quickly is how I washed up those veggies. So in this colander that we have, once you've washed it and dried it, it's our collapsible colander. So once it's done, all you do is push down, flattens it, great for storage, doesn't take up a ton of room like most colanders do. Awesome in your trailer, camper, etc. Put this out of the way, and we'll just move some veggies. So the first thing we'll do is the chicken souvlaki. This is the square steamer. For those of you that aren't familiar with our steamers, there are 3 in the collection. There's a rectangle, this square one, and then we have the larger multi-purpose kind of for family cooking. This square steamer that we're using tonight is perfect for 2 to 4 people. What we are going to prepare with the chicken souvlaki is just 1 chicken breast, and I did already pre-slice a bunch of peppers that we're going to add in there as well. So how I did the peppers is using our ceramic slicer, and I've got a little chunk of pepper here left just to show you guys. So you're just going to slide it across the ceramic blade, and you can see just how thin those perfectly sliced peppers are. So that's done for us. I'll set that out of the way. Our next step is to add the chicken. As mentioned, I did already pre-chop it into cubes. And next is adding our souvlaki seasoning. So what I'm going to use is our 4-in-1 spice spoon, and this is a great utensil for the kitchen. It has 4 different measurements: a tablespoon, a teaspoon, and when you flip this over, on the other side of teaspoon is a half a teaspoon with a fill line for a quarter. So instead of digging through your drawer for one of many measuring spoons that you may have, it's all on one tool. It makes it easy. Now because I did only do 1 chicken breast in here, I'm actually only going to do about a heaping teaspoon of seasoning. A little goes a long way. There's no fillers or extras in there. Everything that you read on the jar for ingredients is something that you know what it is. You can pronounce it, no chemicals, etc. So now that I've got my souvlaki seasoning in there, I'm going to add a bit of lemon juice because most Greek dishes contain a lot of lemon juice. So I did pre-slice half a lemon here, and we're going to use our 2-in-1 citrus press. Open it up and you've got a space for a lime or a larger space for your lemons. So we're going to place the lemon with the cut side down, as that's where all the juices are going to come out through these holes. And we're going to do about half a squeeze because we do need more of this lemon juice later on. Perfect. All right. So we'll put our lid on, and all you need to do is just give that a little shake around, spread out the chicken so you can see. And I'm going to toss this in our microwave. So I put that on for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes we'll have a quick check. I'm going to assume we'll need another 1 to 2 minutes after that, but every microwave is a little bit different, so it's a bit of trial and error. So we're done with the souvlaki. The next thing we're going to prepare is our tzatziki. So in one of our prep bowls, which is a set of 4, I've measured out half a cup of Greek yogurt. Now it's plain Greek yogurt, so no flavor. And the cool thing about these prep bowls is there's actually measurements right on them, so you can see exactly how much half a cup is, 1/4 of a cup, 3/4 of a cup, or a full cup is the top. So you'll may notice I give it a little shake before I open these jars. That's so that everything mixes around and none of the coarser ingredients are settled to the bottom. 4-in-1 spice spoon again, and I'm going to take just shy of a tablespoon because this is only half a cup. And then I did mention that we're also going to add some minced garlic. Now this isn't part of the Good Greek Real Fast, but it's definitely a kitchen staple. Love my garlic. So there's a jar of minced garlic already dried and chopped up for you. I'm going to use a little bit of a 1/4 of a teaspoon. So that's just the flip side, half full, and dump that baby in. Alright, so we can use this 4-in-1 spice spoon and give that a quick stir. And we're going to give it another squeeze of lemon. we're going to set this aside and let it absorb into the Greek yogurt to get all that flavor. So while we're waiting for the chicken, which has about 10 seconds, we'll get ready to do our Greek dressing. So when that microwave beeps, I'll go have a quick look at the chicken. And there's one little tip that I'm going to give you about taking one of the steamers out of the microwave. Number one rule I tell all of my customers that purchase a steamer is when you go to take it out, take the lid off first. We're going to pop that lid. And when you take it out of the microwave, the side handles are not hot, but you can see how much steam is coming out of there. And when you do lift it by the handles, the lid may have some give and that steam will escape. So you want to prepare yourself not to be burned by the steam. So the tool I'm using right now is Epicure's Grip and Grab. Awesome tool for the kitchen. It's stainless steel, as are all of our utensils, covered in food grade silicone, the same material used in our steamers. So it's safe up to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. So if they do accidentally get left in a frying pan on the stove, they're not going to melt. Alright, so I can still see a little bit of pinkness in the chicken, so I'm going to put it back in the microwave for another, I'm going to say about a minute and a half. So that minute and a half gives us just enough time to finish preparing our Greek dressing. So what I have here is our salad dressing cruet, as well as some red wine vinegar pre-measured, 1/4 cup in our prep bowl. This is 3/4 cup of olive oil in the salad dressing cruet, and on top here I have the silicone funnel. This funnel was designed strategically to fit into our funnel, and the great thing about it being flexible is when you do need to pour a liquid such as this, you can kind of bend it to make sure that you catch all of that liquid. Now the recipe on the jar for our Greek dressing is to add 2 tablespoons. So once again, our 4-in-1 spice spoon, and this prime example of how it fits into every single jar. It was designed that way by Epicure engineers right at our home office. So we're going to put 2 tablespoons. It's a pretty full jar, so I'm just trying to be careful not to spill it everywhere. There we go. Now, as I mentioned about the directions, most of our dips, our dressings, different seasonings have easy to prepare recipes right on the jar. So the simple recipes can be found there, and we have a huge recipe database on epicure.com that you can search by your product, the type of protein, the time of day for meal, whether you're doing a breakfast, lunch, or dinner, tons of different ways to use the products that you have. Forgot the lid to the cruet. So we're going to pop that lid on. We're going to give that a good shake and set that aside with our tzatziki. All right. So the last thing we need to prepare before we go and get our chicken out of the microwave is our Greek salad. Now, like I said, I did pre-chop several of our ingredients, but I wanted to save a couple of things just to show you how awesome our ceramic knives are. So there's 2 different sizes. This is my favorite. It's our 5-inch ceramic knife. The one I'm going to use for a demonstration right now is our 4-inch paring knife. Cool thing about the paring knife, I had received one in my starter kit back 7.5 years ago when I joined Epicure, and it is still just as sharp as this one that I got just about a month ago. Ceramic knives stay sharper longer, and if you do ever need to sharpen them, like I said, 7.5 years and I'm still going, but you do have to just find a specialty knife shop to do the sharpening. So as you can see, I'm cutting cherry tomatoes just in half, and these knives just cut through a tomato like it's a hot knife through butter. So just do the last couple here. Perfect. The knives also come with finger guards, so in your drawer you're not slicing your fingers as you're digging for another utensil. All right, we're going to give that a squeeze of lemon juice as well. And the last thing that we need to add to our Greek salad, other than the dressing, is a little bit of feta. All right. And we are pretty much ready to serve our dinner. I wish you guys could smell how good it tastes. Smell how good it tastes. Smell how good it is here in the kitchen with that chicken. Grab that. Lid off first. Wow. Now, as an example of how much juice, I don't know if you guys can actually see that without me spilling it everywhere. You'll notice when we did the chicken, I didn't add any oil, I didn't add any butter or liquid at all. All the liquid that you'll find in your steamer is as a result of the juices coming from the chicken, the pepper, and of course the lemon juice that we added. So our chicken souvlaki is ready. Let's add our dressing to our salad, and then we'll serve this up on a nice plate. Of course, the amount of dressing I have in here is enough for a couple different Greek salads. So we'll set that aside. Give this a quick little toss. Mix up our veggies. And I'll just grab a plate. All right, let's serve that up. We'll do a little bit of Greek salad. Serve up some of our chicken.